Once this comes off, just know that you might end up being too strong. Yeah, way too strong that you might never need anybody. Stay with me. Hi there, I'm Nicole Handsome and thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, please subscribe. At the end of the video, if you do like it, hit that like button and join in the discussions too. Use the comment section to do that. Today, let's talk about single parent struggle. My friend Emily, she won't let me off. She wants me to really talk about this, so I'm doing this for her. Her struggle is so different from mine. I look at her and I'm like, bro, down, how did you even do it? How did you even do it? I shared a story, just a little bit of what I spoke about, is that baby daddy, they separated, right? But he made sure she went to jail and he made sure that he took the children with him. He went to a different woman, stayed there, didn't work out, then left that woman for a different one, but left the children with the previous woman. She's in jail, she comes out years on, they're teenagers, they're in the late teens, she's got to still be a mom and discipline them. She's got to catch up with her life, so she was doing her degree. I don't know how that lady did it, but she did it and she's doing her master's now. The good news is she's willing to come on here and be in one of my videos. I would really like to hear it from her own mouth, and you to hear it from our own mouth. But anyway, you know what? For me, I don't see being a single parent as a big deal or as anything. My mom did it. She had 5 of us. We were a handful. We were the type of kids that when she comes back home, the neighbors will be like, one day these kids will kill each other. I know, she did it. There's a point in her life that she worked 72 hours. She did it. I look at her and find my strength in her. I'm like, okay, if she did it, I can do it. I've got so many privileges, including work. Even just before Corona, I had 3 jobs. There's a point in her life she never had any. And then I have the support from my baby daddy, his paternal family. Even right now, he's on holiday with the dad. So it gives me time to sit down and reflect and check my life. I'm so privileged. And self-development has helped me so much. I stopped playing victim or thinking, oh, why has life thrown me these cards? Or no, I am not in that kind of mindset anymore. I only see things to be grateful for. I only see lessons right now. So it's kind of a tricky topic for me. It does become tricky. But let me tell you 5 of the common struggles amongst the many for single parents. Number 1, the finances. Personally, you see people thinking, oh, you're in England, so there's a lot of help single parents to get. True, it happens, but I never chose that part much. People think, oh, you have a council house, so you're saving on rent, you've got money coming in, or you have home association, so you've got money to save. No, wrong. You are very wrong to assume that. If that's why you want to take advantage of me, that's so wrong. I've never, ever lived in either. Never been in a council house, never had a home association. And I've always worked full-time. Even when my son was little, I've always worked full-time. So you're going thinking that I'm having it easy because I've got the help from the government. It's so wrong. The other struggle is the vulnerability that comes with it. So the people who want to pray for that, people want easy life. They want, okay, oh, now because she probably has a council house because they're assuming this will be an easy target. We'll always live in an easy life where our rent will always be easy. I want this woman. But then you're at the point in your life that you can buy any rubbish. Do not buy those rubbish if you're going through that. No, even if he says he's going to buy you a plane, make him prove himself. What is it bringing on that table? No, don't fall for that. There's another struggle, common one as well, is the loneliness. That's actually probably causing the vulnerability. The loneliness where you sit some days and you're like, okay, I'd rather have just a couch potato than be on my own. I'll just, I'm cooking. Who am I going to eat it with? You don't even want to eat. If you've got a fussy son like mine who's like, oh, I don't like that. How am I going to eat this on my own? The days you don't even want to eat at all. So you wish that person back. And it's a bad thing. I've done it myself. I've been in one serious relationship after baby daddy. catch up. I've said one serious relationship. With this, what happened is we were together, then we separated for a good 4 years. Yeah, we separated for that. Then we got back together for 2 years, which were kind of amazing. I can say though, it was a lot more amazing before the downfall. But yeah, we had a good 2 years. I've been single for a lot of my adult life. I've had to do it myself for a lot of the time. But sometimes that loneliness is what makes you take some people back. Oh, I don't know how to put it, but it might make you do the things you'll never have done, right? The other thing that happens is the guilt. Yes, the guilt to thinking, oh, how would it have been if baby daddy was around, for my son, for my children? Is he being bullied? Are people treating him indifferently for that? There's also the stigma that you experience, so it's making you worry consistently, and you stop looking after yourself, right? And the other thing that happens is the decision making. It's a difficult one. If you don't make that decision, nobody will. You have to make all the decision. If you left something somewhere, it will be exactly where you left it. It's not gonna move. You got to do it. So yeah, it's a tough one. So I'm going to tell you a story that involves all those all those five struggles. You see how it works sometimes. This is a true story, happened to me at the time that I was new in this thing, the single parent club. Yeah, I was new. I had this friend. I can say she was amazing in some way, but the story might not show that amazing side of her. She knew I'm single, definitely. She's a friend of mine. And she was like, I had a spare bedroom at that time. And she was like, can you live with this relative of mine? Cool, yeah, that's how I was brought up. We help each other. It's in my nature too. Go on, do it. So the relative was to come. On that day, meeting them, she got a trolley full of what I'd say like household shopping. I'm thinking, wow, oh my God, this is good. This is nice. But then I realized, no, that's way too much. Probably, and I'm thinking she'll split some. She's gonna split some and give me some. Nope, nada. She let me take the relative home to my house with nothing, not even a penny in her name. Okay, we started living together. She wasn't doing the house chores. She wasn't helping with the cooking. No, she wasn't doing that. Cool. The annoying bit, the thing that hurt so much is sometimes she would leave my house and walk all the way to hers, which was a little bit far, and even sometimes ask me if I could do it, drop her. Go all the way that way, help her with her house chores. And you didn't do my sweetie. And that's, like I said, I get a lot of support from baby daddy. And I didn't need that at all for babysitting or anything. By law, if somebody's babysitting for you who is not family, even maybe sometimes family apply, who is not family, you're kind of supposed to pay them, But I didn't need her for that. She was just there to, catch up with her life, do her stuff. And then I had to make that decision and speak to my friend. So I did speak to my friend and I told her, sometimes it's good if you helped a little bit. She was married and she didn't have lots of responsibility. Her kids were grown up. Oh, you could help sometimes around here because your relative obviously is not working. And she's like, okay, yeah, I could do that. Remind me. Remind you? And that's when I knew, But then when you're single, it's so hard. How do you just tell, you can be easily caught in such a situation. How do you just tell them, no, I don't want to hear anymore? So it took me some time before I realized, look after yourself. Look after yourself first. You're coming home and sometimes you just feel like, you don't even like your home anymore. So I had to tell them that I can't host you anymore. I can't do this anymore. Sorry, sweetheart, end of list. Free list. Can't do it anymore. So you see how it comes in play. People assume you've got the finances, that you can do it, because they'll see you become too strong. We become too strong that we don't need people in some ways. So expect that if you're a single parent or if you're about to be one, that you'll have to be strong. There is no option about that. You're not going to play, you've got to be strong. But the unfortunate bit is sometimes you might get too strong. You have to cry on your own some days. You have to discipline your kids on your own. And if you're co-parenting, sometimes they'll do things over there. There'll be a lot of things that you don't agree with. You just have to be mentally strong. So number one, really look after yourself. Look after yourself. You can't look after your kids if you're not looking after yourself. Your health is your wealth, your everything. If your mental state is good, you will be able to look after. You'll be stable enough. You don't want to be just screaming at your children because of all the stresses that are going through your head, the guilt and everything, because it will manifest in other ways. It will manifest in other ways. You'll find yourself always screaming at your children for no reason at all. Anything you flip. Yeah, so really look after your well-being. In fact, that's it really. Just look after yourself. Expect to be strong. Expect to be too strong that a man will come into your life. It will reach a point that you don't trust them all. I'm saying a man because I'm referring to women in this case. Single parenting is mostly on the women's side. Sorry, man, I'm not discriminating. So expect that some people will come with their BS and try to vibe you, and you're thinking, Nicole say point number 2 is vulnerability. This guy thinks I'm vulnerable enough to buy to his BS. No, keep walking. I'm good. Anyway, that's it for today. Discussion for today. Are you in such a situation? Do you know a person who is in such a situation and you admire them so much? What are some of the mistakes you've noticed people making? You know, like going into single parents' homes, empty-handed and expecting to be treated well, and keep doing it over and over again. What are some of the things you've noticed that you want us to stop so that this stigma as well ends? We don't talk about things, that's why they keep happening. Let's go on to the discussion and talk. Use the comment section. Thank you so much for being here. That's it for today. What am I gonna say? Bye. Cheers.